If I've got to call you one more time, you're in real trouble. It's the same every morning. She messes about.
Well, it's no good taking it out on her because you're peeved at me.
Oh, peeved. Is that what I am?
All right, peeved, annoyed, whatever. I just know I'm not flavour of the month. Look, Sal, I'm sorry about this Gary's business, but it's over and done with now. So there's no point in us having a big row about it. Look, why don't we go out for a nice night, eh? A slap-up meal, bottle of wine...
Oh, give her a little treat and she'll be all smiles. I'm not one of the kids, Kevin. I want treating like I'm somebody. I want to know I'm worth something. Rosie, this is your last chance or your breakfast is going straight in the bin.
Oh, well, you have to all dressed up.
I thought I'd drop round at the town hall and suss out the reaction.
Well, I can tell you that. They'll all be rolling about wetting themselves.
I don't see why. And there's no need to be coarse.
Oh, how many of them would have picked a tatty little back street to be called after them?
Oh, precious few, I dare say, but they haven't got the same associations, have they?
Oh, Alfie, come on. You used to have one little corner shop there, big deal.
Well, it is to me. I mean, that's where all my memories are, and all my friends.
Well, they mightn't be so friendly when they find out what you're up to. Remember the Mayfield Court fiasco?
Well, you were the one that said we should have took no notice.
No, well, not of a lot of troublesome old wrinklies, no. But, I mean, this could be a lot nastier. Do you know they nearly had a riot at Beaumont Drive when they tried to rename it Clemantley Close?
Yeah, well, he wasn't a local chap, was he? Not twice ex-mayor. With years of goodwill behind him.
How about one of them nice roads in Oak Hill with Georgian detached houses and cherry trees, Alfred Roberts Gardens?
No, I'm sorry, love. It's Coronation Street or note.
Well, I'd sooner it went out.
Come on, Rosie, I've had enough of you this morning. Now, if Miss Wilcox tells you off again for being late, don't come crying back to me, young lady.
Now, I'm sure it's not as bad as all that. What's the matter? Your shoes come undone.
It's just an excuse to dawdle.
Well, come here, let Auntie Rita have a seat. Look at that. All mended now. Okay. What's to do?
Oh, I'm sorry, Rita, it's just kids. They do that, they get you down.
Tell you what, I'll come across for a coffee soon as Mavis gets back from warehouse. Should be about 11 o'clock. That is, if she doesn't stand flirting with old Harry. I don't know whether it's his bald head or a gold tooth that gets her going.
All right, I'll put kettle on.
All right, see you, love.
Come on, kids.
Ta-da.
It's not like your missus to be shouting at the kiddies.
It's me she's cheesed off with. Can't do right for doing wrong at the moment.
The world that not be moody at times. Josie certainly could. All right, then. What's happened to young Horrocks? Been a part that hasn't gone to his head already, has it?
He's phoned up, said he'll be in later.
Seen his solicitor, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt.
Don't look so miserable, lad. No's changed as far as you're concerned.
Is that right?
Look, watch my lips. Your job is safe. Do you want it in writing?
Do we still want it? That's the question.
What are you on about?
Well, how would you feel if your assistant suddenly became your boss?
Yeah, well, I don't suppose I'd be too chuffed, but if I had a wife and kids to support, I dare say I'd manage to put up with it.
Oh, plenty of other jobs.
What are you saying? You're leaving?
I'm just not sure I can work under Tony, that's all.
Well, you wouldn't have to if you'd bought in when you had the chance. I gave you first refusal, lad. It's not my fault if you turn me down. Or is.
Look, Fee, no one expects you to get it right at 20. Good job, too. Think of all the fun you'd miss out on.
Yeah, and all the mistakes.
Well, making them's part of the fun.
I wish I took life as lightly as you do. You don't worry long about anything, do you?
Half an hour tops about a broken heart. I grieve longer over a broken nail. He's potty about you. He got jealous. What's the wrong in that?
It's him not trusting me that I couldn't handle. All I know is I'm sick of men telling me what I can do. They all think they're flipping on you, and I'm not taking it anymore. Not from any of them.
You're far too independent for your own good, miss. That's what my gran used to say to me when I used to tell her to stuff a rice pudding.
Can you be too independent for your own good?
It's not a choice you make, is it? You either are or you aren't.
Oh, God. Means I'm stuck with it then. Get the gravest spinster.
unless you meet a caring, sharing young man who will give you your own space. You know what you'll say then?
What a wimp.
Wait, you auditioning for Sally Army? What?
Cheeky article. Hey, if you must know, I have borrowed these from Deirdre. I'm trying to swing a mortgage.
Don't you think he might be more inclined if you flash them glamorous pins of yours?
Ah, on the other hand, Jack, he might be a she.
Ah, fair point. They come on all the top jobs there a lot these days, don't they? Hey, not. Only a joke. Best of luck to you, Liz, love.
Ta, Jack.
Liz?
Hi.
Hiya, are you still going to see Steve?
Oh, we both are now, yeah. I've been signed on in my dad's absence.
Don't make it sound such a chore. Your brother would do the same for you.
Well, that is debatable.
Play your cards right and I might treat you to tea and cream cakes after.
Mum, I'm going, aren't I? So let's not turn it into a jolly little family outing, eh?
He gets these moods on him.
Is my name still on the visiting order?
Yeah, of course it is. He lives in Hope if you're going to see him again. Why are you coming?
Well, if that's all right.
Absolutely.
Yeah? Right.
Don't read too much into it.
No, of course not.
Just tell yourself the nosy old biddy's invited herself over, and I don't have to say out if I don't want to.
No, I'm glad you came. Well, there's two problems, really. There's talk of Tony's dad sticking him a partnership in garage.
Since when?
Oh, last few days. Kevin's not exactly thrilled about it.
Oh, I can imagine. What if I...
No, thanks, Rita. Honestly, we've been through all that and Kevin is still not interested.
So he doesn't want the business for himself, but he doesn't want Tony to have it either?
It does sound bloody minded when you put it like that.
Well, he's made his choice, love. He'll have to live with it. What's your next problem?
Oh, this is going to sound horrible.
Not half as horrible as some of the things I've said in my time, I'll bet.
All this talk about his job and his future. I keep thinking, why is it never my life and my plans? But I know why. I haven't got any other than being a wife and a mum. And lately that's just not been enough. There, I told you it were horrible.
Do you know, Sally, when I was your age, the planet wasn't big enough for me and my ambitions.
I mean, look at all the women round here. Fiona's got her own business, Maxine, even Trisha's got a job.
If you want a proper job, what's stopping you? Kevin?
Not even discussed it.
Why ever not?
Because I know what he's going to say. He'll think this is a reflection on him, or he'll say, well, you still got your part-time at corner shop, or, well, you could take up childminding again. But I want to be part of a world beyond this street, Rita. Oh, sometimes I just feel so flipping trapped.
Sally, you must discuss this with Kevin. I mean, let's face it, it's hardly revolutionary, is it? Most women go out to work now.
I know, you're right. I'm just being soft. And anyway, it's not as if I've got to ask his permission. Bet you never let a man dictate to you, did you, Rita?
Oh, I'm hardly the best example for you to follow, love.
Oh, you'll do for me.
Ah! Good lad, you're back. Right, shall we break out the bubbly? Only, to be honest, I'd sooner have a pint.
Tony's got something to tell you, Don.
It's okay, Kev, I'll do it. Sorry, Don. It's off.
One minute off. We've got a deal.
Look, only if my dad gave me the green light. And he won't. I'm sorry. Here's your books back.
This is a wind-up, isn't it? Right from the start, you've had no intention...
Well, that's a bit strong, isn't it, Don?
Yeah, I told you all along it was down to him. It's his dosh. And now he's seen the books, he's just not prepared to risk it.
Well, there is no flaming risk. Didn't you put him straight? Look, let me talk to him. Give me his number.
Look, you're wasting your time. Once he's made his mind up, wild horses won't budge him.
So that's it then, eh? The end of the line. Well, thanks for flaming note.
It's hardly Tony's fault, Don.
He must know his own man. He must have known it was a pipe dream right from the start. But he's just leading me on for the hell of it.
Look, if that's your attitude.
Dumped in the last minute by a slip of a kid. How do you expect me to be? I should never have taken you seriously from the start.
Right, well, if that's the way you feel, look, there's no point in me staying.
Hey, hang on, son. Look, just calm down, the pair of you. Don?
I'm sorry, Kev. I'm sick of him and his insults. I'll see you around.
Nice one.
So why me?
Well, I tried the job centre, but they didn't have anything.
And I'm the last resort, am I? 4 marks for your honesty.
Well, we know each other too well for me to mess about, Mr. Baldwin.
Right, which prompts me to ask, why do you want to work in a factory?
Why, do you not think I'd be good enough?
No, on the contrary, I think you're too good. You're a bright girl. You should set your sights much higher.
Is this a polite way of giving me the brush off?
No. A simple statement of fact.
I don't know what to say. I think you've embarrassed me.
I know quality when I see it. I should do. It's in short supply, especially around here. Which brings me back to the first question. Why here?
Well, you take trainees on. I might be bright, but I'm not exactly overqualified.
Oh, I see. You've been talking to the lovely Tricia.
Well, if she can do it.
Point taken. What about the kids, though?
I can make arrangements for them. That's my problem.
Yeah, my problem too, if one of them's ill and you have to stay off work to look after them.
Would you ask a man that question?
Do you know what I think I smell if I take you on, Miss Webster? Trouble.
I expect the first person who ever gave you a job said exactly the same thing, Mr. Baldwin.
I don't believe this. He's just gone down to the town hall to see you.
Oh, playing box and cocks, eh? Never mind, you can pass message on.
Yes, come on, come in. Now, would you like a coffee, George?
Oh, thanks, love, but I can't stop. Meeting breaking out in 24 minutes.
All right.
I just came to tell him that the council has discussed his proposal street renaming.
And?
Provisionally, in principle, they've given outline approval, subject to the next meeting of the Highways Committee.
Oh.
Strictly entre nous, your better half's a bit of a funnyosity.
Oh.
No offence meant. Now, if it were me, I'd have gone for somewhere like Europa Boulevard.
Oh, yeah. You mean that piazza with the statue in the middle? Oh.
Prestige development is that. But if Alf set his heart on Coronation Street, then Coronation Street it shall be. Who are we to argue?
Great way to boost business. Get rid of half your workforce.
Well, what do you want me to do? Get down on my hands and knees and apologise?
Well, if that's what it takes, yeah. You was out of order, Don. He was as upset as you about his dad pulling out.
Well, do you think it'll do any good if I went round?
I shouldn't think so, no.
Oh, I dropped myself in it, haven't I?
Look, you've dropped us both in it. I can't run this place on my own, Don.
Hey, Kev, guess
Not
what?
now, Sal. Bit of a crisis, all right?
Oh, right. Well, come straight home after work then.
Yes, OK. Look, I'm not running this place on my own. I'm not flaming Superman.
Well, come in with me. If we can get a good mechanic, some new gear, we can crack it. We don't need all it.
We've been down that road before and it's a dead end.
It needn't be.
Well, it is for me. I'm sorry, mate.
So, how's it going?
Lousy. What would you want me to say? You know, they don't serve the wine at room temperature. They're all out of sunbeds.
Well, glad to see you've not lost your sense of humour.
Yeah, and here. It's a laugh a minute, this place.
Well, feeling sorry for yourself's not going to help, is it?
Where'd you get that out of one of your books, Professor? Look, you know nothing about the real world, pal.
Yeah, well, if this is it, pal, I don't even want to know.
Stop it. Both of you.
Sorry, mate.
Your dad's sorry he couldn't be here, but they've got a big job on, but he'll be along next time.
I've got that to look forward to, then, have I?
Something else for you to look forward to as well. Fiona's here.
Is she? Why didn't you say anything?
I wouldn't get too excited. She's probably come to smack you on.
She's split with Tony.
Is she? That's a shame. Have to see what we can do to cheer her up then, won't we?
So how's she been?
Oh, she's no bother. She's a little poppet.
Yeah, well, she is for you, because you've got a magic touch. So how are things?
About what you'd expect when you're working your notice.
I don't think you are.
He's told me to go. What would you call it?
A hiccup. Which you'll soon find that he's forgotten when he hears my idea.
What idea?
A brilliant one. It's going to help us all out.
Well, you look sensational. Mind you saying that, you always do.
Thanks. Look, Steve.
You know, they're all pigs sick with jealousy in here, you know.
Please.
It's all right, they've already told me.
Told you what?
About you and Oryx splitting up.
There's nothing to smile about, Steve. It hurts. As I'd have thought you'd have known.
Well, if you mean about me and Vicky, the pain was living with her, not saying to her. Anyway, about you and him, I'll be lying if I said I was sorry.
We split up over you, as a matter of fact. He didn't like me coming to see you.
No, what'd you say?
I told him that the only reason I came was because I felt sorry for you. And your mum kept pressuring me.
Well, he didn't believe you?
No, because like you, he only believes what he wants to.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that I tell you stuff and you just don't hear. Like, you think that I'm still mad about you.
Well, I do.
Me and Vicky both fell for the same tricks. Our fault as much as yours, we let you. But not anymore. I'm pulling my own strings in the future. I always try to do the right thing and I always end up being the loser. So I'm going to take a leaf out of your book from now on. Looking after numero uno. That's how you'd put it, innit?
Drop the act, Fee. It's not like you. You're not tough.
No, that was the old Fee.
Look, I wasn't playing tricks. Not with you. I love you. Nothing's changed. Like you love me and you know you do.
No, not anymore. That is why I've come to tell you that I'm not coming back here again. Right? In spite of everything, Steve, I really don't wish you any harm. I hope you get out of this and you get on with your life. It's just I'm not going to be a part of it anymore. Not even a small part.
There you go, my love.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I should go straight home by rights, but I need something to fortify me. Mr. Sugden's making supper.
Well, I thought he reckoned himself to be a decent cook.
Well, he is. It's all the compliments he expects afterwards that are wearing. I mean, a simple "that was very nice" won't do. It's superlatives or nothing.
Well, I've same as her, seeing as how I'm celebrating.
Your 21st birthday again, Lil?
As good as. Council's back down. They're not calling Mayfield Court after Alf Roberts, after all.
It would have done no harm.
Done no good, neither. Besides confusing a lot of old folk that don't know which way is up in first place.
See, your best bet to get your name in history books, I should imagine, is your pubs, innit? Like your Lord Nelsons, your Duke of Yorks and such.
The Sir Alfred Roberts?
The Duckworth Arms.
His name's not Duckworth.
Oh, but ours is. I must have a word with Alvira about that. Hey, how did you go on today?
Oh, well, it was a bit low when we got there, but it brightened up a bit before we left.
The Building Society.
All right. No go. Not with this one. But there's plenty more to try.
Well, next time you might take your Uncle Jack's advice and wear the mini. Lend you enough money to get a mortgage on Buck House, bet on me.
Yes?
Is she in?
I presume by she you mean your ex-girlfriend?
Oh, don't give me an hard time, Max. I've had a pig of a day.
Well, don't expect me to feel sorry for you when my best mate's upstairs crying her eyes out.
I'm not exactly over the moon myself.
Well, you should have thought of that before issuing your orders then.
All I asked her to do was to stay away from McDonald. If she would have done that, we'd still be together.
She wanted to see him because she felt sorry for him, the same as she feels sorry for his mum and dad. She wanted to help. Makes her a right monster, that.
She gave me that fairy story. You know, I would have respected her so much more if she would have just come out with it and admitted she's still fancies him.
Oh, is that why she's told him she's not going to see him anymore?
Straight up.
No, she hadn't done it for you. She did it for herself. A damn good thing, too. It's been hanging over her like a black cloud now for too long.
All the same, I'll just have a word.
Just forget it! She's had enough of selfish little male egos for one day. Why don't you admit you've blown it? Go and find yourself some dumb little bimbo who will do what you tell her next time. Suit you down to the ground, that will.
I need a large vodka, please, Jack. Preferably straight into the vein.
How you feel comes from being married to Alvira, love.
Do you know, I've had Don Brennan going on at me for over half an hour. That man could moan for England. Well, to be fair, he has got a lot on his plate. Assume she has left him.
Oh, if you mean Josie, I'm just surprised she stuck him for so long.
Well, he's not actually said anything, and you don't like to ask, do you? Well, from all the signs, I think you can take it as pretty well read. I mean, she was the best thing that had happened to him in ages. He was a fool to let her go.
Maybe I shouldn't ask him to the do. Be like having a bad fairy at the christening.
What do?
Oh, Alf and I are having people in next Wednesday. You're both invited, of course.
Oh, thank you. Any special occasion?
Well, I'm not supposed to say because he wants to make the announcement on the night, but you two can keep your mouths shut, I know that.
Not another trip to see the Queen?
Oh, Rita, I wish. No, it's to do with having somewhere named after him.
Well, I heard Mayfield Court had bit the dust.
Yeah. No, it's to be a street. Alfred Roberts Street. Have you ever heard anything so naff? His idea, needless to say.
And which one will it be? Do you know yet?
Oh, yes, this one. But why has to pick a little back street when he could have had the pick of somewhere decent? You know, it just beats me.
Same again.
Hey, you're knocking them back a bit tonight, aren't you?
So would you had a day like I do.
Well, you want to come visit in prison with me, mate? Cheers you up no end, that does.
Sorry, mate.
Hey, I was hoping you'd be in.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah, I've not fell out with you.
Yeah, you're the only one today who hasn't.
Look, Don knows you acted like a prat. And well, the truth of the matter is he'd take you back like a shot, so all you've got to do is say the word.
Give him a message. Tell him I'll be in for my P45 tomorrow.
Hi. Spunky little woman, that wife of yours. I'm hoping she'll set the others an example.
What others?
That I laughingly call my staff. With her on board, I'm hoping we get a bit of work out of them.
I'm not with you.
Your wife, Sally. I've taken her on. She starts work for me Monday. Hasn't she told you? Large Scotch, Jack.
Like it.
I don't know, women. They lead you a right dance, don't they?
Tell me about it.
Buttons, don't pull too hard. Whoops. There it goes. His button's gone. Kevin, you
What's
said...
this about you working for Baldwin?
How do you know?
Because he's just told me in the pub.
Well, if you'd had a minute for me this dinner time, or you'd come straight on like you promised, I would have been able to tell you myself.
Look, how can you do a job with these two?
I've sorted it. Kelly's going to be looking after him.
Oh, you've discussed it with her, but not me?
I tried, but you never flipping listened to me.
Because I've had a lot on my plate, Sal.
So have I, but that's not a priority, is it?
Oh, go on then. What problems have you had?
I've told you I'm fed up. I need a life outside these four walls.
This is just to get me back in it for not buying the garage.
This is not about you. This is about me. Oh, Kevin, let's not fight. Can't we just talk about this reasonably?
Doesn't seem a lot of point. Seeing as you got it all settled.
Well, I didn't think it was going to happen this quick, but it has. And I hope you'd be pleased for me. Thought you might even be proud of me. Shows you what an idiot I am, doesn't it?